Hi students, welcome to Plus One Computer class. We are discussing our last chapter, Internet and Mobile Computing. So we are discussing the various services and terminologies that we are using in Internet. In the previous video, we discussed about social media. What are the different impacts of social media, and according to the approaches, social media can be classified into 6 categories, starting with internet forum, microblogs, social media, content community, and one more is there, that is called wikis. Okay, then after that, we discussed about the advantages and disadvantages of social media. Various advantages and disadvantages of social media. Okay, so hope you all know about the social media and also the concept of social media, especially the advantages and disadvantages of social media. So we started about social networking. Social networking means we are interacting in a virtual space. Okay, actually cyberspace or virtual space means we are using internet for so many purposes. So nowadays online money transactions are very famous, and also we can buy online, shopping present online. Suppose you want to book a ticket, then also we are using online service. So normally in all the terms or in all the fields we are using online services. So when you are using online services, you want to make sure that your transaction is going well, or there will be no other. That means there will be no intermediate interaction with your client and also the server. So in this section we are going to discuss about cyber security. Cyber security means how we can improve the security level of your online transaction. Then we will discuss some of the common threats of affect the computer network. The first one was computer virus, second one was worm, third one Trojan horse, then spams, hacking, man in middle attack, phishing, then also last one is DDoS attack, distributed denial of service attacks. So these are the threats that can be faced by the computer networks. So nowadays we are using internet for all the services. It's very famous, especially for your online transaction. You can also pay your fees through online. Online services are available. We can make use of that online services. We can check your account balance. Then we can purchase an item. We can book a ticket. For all the things, we are using the same service, online services. So when we are passing confidential data, especially your account number, password, OTP, so many things will come. So when you are sharing your personal data, then you want to be more careful, because we are sharing personal data. So definitely you want to be more careful. If anyone is stealing your personal data, then there will be a chance of losing your money from your account, because so many that kind of cyber crimes are available now, because so many are using online services. So when the term internet enters or the term internet present, at that time onward the cyber crimes also increasing. So when we are using computer network, especially for online services, you want to face some of the internet threats. So that threats we are going to discuss in this video. So the first threat is computer virus. What is it? Computer virus. Okay, computer virus. Actually, computer virus is a computer program written by bad guys. Virus programmer. In smaller classes, you are studying this definition for computer virus. Computer virus is a computer program written by programmers. Okay, programmers means they are not for good purpose, or they are not using that their programming skill for good purpose, not for good purpose. It is for stealing information. So computer viruses are programmers. Computer virus is also a computer program written by computer programmers. That programmers are also known as virus programmers. Okay, so that is computer virus. It is attached with a special file and it will replicate itself. Replicate itself means first only one computer virus is present, then it will lead to 2, then 4, 6 like that. So again and again it will replicate and it will spread over the entire computer memory. Okay, so that is the speciality of computer virus. Then computer virus, different types of computer virus is present. A computer virus is a program that attach itself to another program or file, enabling it to spread from one computer to another without the knowledge and interference with the normal operation of computer. Then there will be a chance that virus may be correct or delete your important file present in a particular drive. Okay, so for protecting your computer, especially when you are using external devices, when we are connecting external devices to your computer, then definitely there will be chance of computer virus attack. So that's why when we are inserting pen drive or CD, or if suppose you are using internet means it's a resource of a computer virus. If you are using internet facility in your computer, then definitely there will be chance of virus attack. So when you are connecting your computer with internet, first thing is you want to install an antivirus program in your computer. If antivirus is present in your computer, then definitely it will find out the errors and it will remove the error from the computer. Okay, then if you installed antivirus program in your computer, then definitely you want to upgrade it. Okay, they will provide 6 months, 1 year, 2 year like that. They will give time period. So after the time period, definitely you want to renew the product. Otherwise, this antivirus also will be act as computer virus. It will slow down the system performance and also it will delete some unwanted some files from your computer memory. Okay, so that is the first thread, that is called computer network. Then next one is worm. Worm, in biology also we can find out worms. Okay, worms are used to spread diseases. Using worms, there will be chance for some of the diseases. Same concept, instead of disease, it will affect the system performance. Actually, worm is a standalone malware. Okay, worm is a standalone malware or malicious software. Malicious software means it's very, very dangerous software. Then program that can replicate itself to order to spread to other computer. It will affect your computer and also it will spread to other computer, those who are connecting to that computer. Then worms spread from computer to computer on its own, computer to computer. For example, if a LAN connection is present, in LAN connection, any one device having worm, then the same worm will spread over the entire computer connected to that particular LAN connection. Then a worm take advantages of data transport. That means in which manner data is transferring in computer, like that worm also will transfer. The most destructive effect that the worm can cause through emails. For example, if any one computer is having worm, suppose you are sending mails from that computer. So to the whichever recipient or in your inbox, how many email address is present, the same worm will transfer to that their email ID also. That is the speciality of computer virus. This is speciality of worm. A worm can send a copy of itself to every address in an email address. Then the worm sends itself to everyone listed in each of the receiver's address book and so on. That means that from that computer it will spread to other computer. From that other computer also it will spread to other. That means those address list present in that computer, there also will receive worms. Okay, so this is very, very dangerous computer virus and it is also known as standalone malware or malicious software. Clear? Then like worm, one more is there, that is called Trojan viruses. Trojan viruses also replicate itself. Actually, Trojans means at first time it will look like user friendly. That means it will not cause any harm to your computer. After some time, it will be act as malicious software. That means it will steal all the computer memory data from your. That means it will remove all that means if, for example, confidential file or any special files will be the entire information is clear out from your memory. That is a speciality of Trojan. At first it will not cause any type of harm to the computer. Then after some amount of time it will work as normal. Then a Trojan horse will appear to be useful software but will actually do damage once installed or run on the computer. Users are typically tricked into loading and executing it on their systems. Then this gives malicious user access to confidential or personal information in the computer through the network. So it will steal personal confidential information like password, username and all. Okay, so that is Trojans. Then next one is spam mails or junk mails. Okay, this is belonging to email service. So in email service we will get so many spam messages. So Google and also providing their own storage space, spam messages. Then the unwanted messages will be available in this spam. Spam or junk mails are solicited emails sent indiscriminately to persons to promote a product, especially the product details. Example, suppose you added your email ID in Flipkart or also in Facebook, so many messages will come in your inbox. So you don't want to check it because so many messages will come. So these all are known as spam messages. Then clicking on the links in spam may send users website that host certain virus. For example, if you click on that link present in that spam mails, then what will happen? Your personal data will go to that particular website. So no need to respond unwanted emails. Always check the sender's address. If it is familiar, then only you want to respond. Then next one is hacking. I think it is very familiar to you. What does mean by hacking? Hacking means a technical effort to manipulate the normal behavior of network connection and connected system. That means hacking means we are stealing information from others without their permission. It is known as hacking. Then there may be different types of hacking. Ethical hacking is there. Ethical hacking means suppose we created or some of the companies created their own softwares, then the programmers itself check or they will perform hacking. That kind of hacking is known as ethical hacking. If that means the software survives from ethical hacking, that means the quality of the software is very good. That means nobody can hack or nobody can steal the personal information. Okay, so that kind of hacking is known as ethical hacking, to check the security level of the product. Then other kind of hacking means for stealing personal information. Computer criminals break into secure network to destroy data or make the network unusable for those who are authorized to use the network. To make a computer network unusable, then computer criminals, this is belonging to cybercrime. Ethical hacking is not belonging to cybercrime, but other type of hacking is belonging to cybercrime. Then next, computer viruses. Phishing or computer threat is phishing. You know, for example, the address. For example, what is our email ID? Our school website address www.donboscoijk.edu.in. Suppose this is an email address or website address. Okay, this is known as domain name Don Bosco HSSIJK or Don Bosco ijk.edu.in. Then in this we can create one more website exactly look like our website. That means Don Bosco IJK. Here we can add one more dot. One more dot means, actually dot is a special character. When you add second dot, then what will happen? It will be, or it will lead to another website, but both are look like same. Both are look like same. So instead of original website, if you click on that fake website, and if you click on it, the entire web page is look like our own web page, and we can pay online fee payment or whatever it is we can perform. Especially this kind of thing, that means this kind of internet threat is faced by banks. Okay, because they are using their website for money transaction. So that means the website look like same, their appearance also look like same, but it will be fake website. So when we click on, or when we type your account number or whatever information, it may be stealed by that particular website holders. So that is known as phishing, creating unwanted website. That is known as phishing. Phishing is a type of identity theft. Both are look like same. That means the website names are look like same, but they are not same. Then phishing is an attempt to acquire information such as username, password and credit card details by posting as the original website, mostly that of bank and other financial institution. Then phishing means it is an identity theft. For creating this kind of misleading website is known as spoofing. Spoofing is the process for creating that kinds of fake website is known as spoofing. Spoofing is lead to phishing concept. Okay, so especially for bank, for stealing your personal details, username, password, credit card details, also that kind of information can be stealed by the users. Then next one is DOS attack. DOS attack stands for distributed denial of service. For example, this is a web server. To slow down, actually DOS attack is focusing to slow down a particular web server. If the web server is slow, then automatically the website present inside the web server will automatically slow down. That means it may be and that means inactive. That websites will lead to an inactive stage. DOS attack means at the same time the client or the DOS attack creator is sending requests to a particular website. Not 1000, 10,000, 1 lakh, 2 lakh, that kinds of requests are coming at a single time. Same time so many requests are coming to that particular web server. Then what will happen? If so many requests are coming at the same time to the web server, it will affect the working of web server. So it will slow down that particular web server and it will become, or that website will become unusable. Okay, so that kinds of attack is known as DOS attack, distributed denial of service. Denial of service attack. D stands for denial, O stands for of, S stands for service. Okay, actually is aimed a web server. Such an attack forces the server or computer to restart. If so many requests are coming to the web server, it can't work. So that happen, it want to restart. For restarting means it will take some amount of time to restart the web server. So at that time or up to that, if 1 hour is taking for the restart, in that 1 hour all the website present in the web server will become inactive. Okay, which will lead to some kinds of financial loss. Okay, so that is known as DOS attack, denial of service attack. And one more is man in middle attack. Man in middle attack. Man in middle attack means which attacker interprets. For example, if a sender and receiver is sending data, so a person between the sender and receiver intercept or interrupt the communication and it will steal the information between the sender and receiver. That means between a sender and receiver there will be an intermediate person, that person will steal. This is also one type of hacking for getting others' information, especially personal information. Okay, so these are the different type of threats, internet threats faced by computer networks. Clear? Hope you understood the different types of computer threats. So again we will revise the topics that we studied. Computer, we started with computer virus, then after that worm, Trojan, spam, hacking, man in middle attack, DOS, spoofing, and also phishing. Okay, then very important, all the computer threats. Then you want to write some of the question in your notebook. Explain the concept of phishing. Explain the concept of phishing. Then difference between worm and Trojans. Clear? So this 2 questions answer you want to write in your notebook. Hope you understood the concept. Remaining section, how we are protect our computer from this kind of cyber threat, that we will discuss in the next video. Okay then, thank you.